This is the Own It Show, where we tell stories of how everyday people made ownership theirs to create extraordinary success.
Hello, welcome to another episode of the Own It Show Weekly Winedown Edition.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Sunday on the day that we are filming.
Yes. And today we are drinking, I'm sure a lot of you have had this. It's a classic Miraval Rosé. Highly suggest it for a hot sunny day like today.
It is a hot sunny day here in FLA.
It sure is. And it was a great hot sunny day.
It was.
Then poolside. So today we are talking about our episode with Michael Losier. He's a fellow Canadian like Justin, and he came up with the idea of the law of attraction, which is really at the end of the day, there's only two types of energy. There's good energy and there's bad energy. And so if you're thinking, feeling, emoting good energy, good things will come your way. And if you're thinking, feeling, emoting bad energy, likely bad things will come your way.
And what's wild, I think, from what he said is that it's literally a law. Like, yeah, it's not like somebody's opinion. It's not a random thought. It's literally a law. And we've experienced it numerous times throughout our entire lives. I know we have, because I can think of 10 examples that happened today that the law of attraction was existing. And so for him, when he was talking about what is ownership is being able to name it. Ownership is being able to name what you want. And he had a couple systems and strategies in which we can utilize to ultimately create that in our lives.
And one of those being, and I found this really powerful. It's something I actually use with a lot of my clients is if we're saying I can't, or I don't, or the words no, negative words, ultimately, if we ask ourselves, if we're in a situation where we can't do something, or we don't do something, or we're unable to do something, what is it that we can name that we do want? And by being able to actually name, call out those things that we want and put that positive energy around it, oftentimes those good things come their way. So here's an example. Let's say I don't like my job, right? So, okay, you don't like your job. That has a negative word in it that brings about negative energy. What is it that you do want? If you don't like your job, go out there, figure out what it is that you do like, name it, call it by its name, and then those good things start to come your way.
And I think what was so cool about like the example that he gave was if you type in "don't think about a pink elephant" into Google, what's going to come up? Everything about a pink elephant, versus actually typing in what you do want and type in a gray elephant or a blue elephant. And so that's exactly how our brain works. That's the law of attraction. And so there's so many ways in which we can start to apply that day in and day out in our lives. And I actually, ever since that episode, I've purposefully made it something that I do in my life.
Is to not use those negative words.
Is to not use those negative words. And the specific example was when I woke up this morning and I was like, I hope I don't run behind in getting groceries. And instead of saying, I hope I don't run behind, I said, I'm going to be home by 11:15. And lo and behold, the way the morning happened, there was a thunderstorm, a couple things got moved, a couple things got rearranged. But lo and behold, I was home by 11:15 because I said what I wanted. I took ownership and I stated what it was that I wanted, and I called it by name, and I allowed the law of attraction to come into my life.
So start to catch those things. Start to catch that no, that don't, that can't, and rewire it. Instead of saying, "Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this," like Justin said, what is it that you do want? And name it, call it by its name, and see what happens. Just watch the law of attraction work for you. So here's to you.
Go on it.